This type of corruption involves different airports, banks, and top government officials.
In November 2017, Zimbabweans poured into the streets celebrating the fall of Robert Mugabe. After decades of iron-fisted rule, people believed a new dawn was coming. Emmerson Mnangagwa, nicknamed the Crocodile, stepped into power promising reform, freedom, and prosperity. But what followed has been nothing short of betrayal. Mnangagwa promised jobs. Instead, unemployment and poverty deepened. He promised a stable economy. Instead, inflation soared, wiping out people's savings and destroying the value of the Zimbabwean dollar. Everyday life has become a nightmare: fuel shortages, power cuts lasting up to 18 hours, and families unable to afford a simple loaf of bread. For millions, survival itself is now the daily struggle. He spoke of democracy, yet his government has clung to repression. Peaceful protesters have been met with tear gas, beatings, and arrests. Opposition leaders and activists face constant harassment. Laws have been passed not to protect citizens, but to silence them, laws that criminalize criticism, that make dissent a punishable act. Under Mnangagwa, the promise of freedom has turned into a tightening noose. Corruption has flourished at the highest levels of power. While ordinary Zimbabweans queue for hours just to buy cooking oil, the political elite live in luxury, feeding off stolen state resources. Reports of gold smuggling, looted contracts, and shady deals surround the president's inner circle. Sanctions from abroad have only deepened Zimbabwe's isolation, but it is not sanctions that rob the people, it is the greed of those entrusted to lead. The international community hoped for change, yet Mnangagwa has carried forward the same old Mugabe playbook: enrich the few, oppress the many, and extend his rule by any means necessary. Even within his own party, voices of dissent are rising. But as always, the crocodile clings to power. For the people, nothing has changed, except the faces at the top. The dream of 2017, when citizens danced in the streets, has turned into a nightmare of hunger, fear, and broken promises. Zimbabweans did not overthrow one dictator only to inherit another. History will judge harshly. Robert Mugabe was branded a tyrant, but many now whisper a darker truth: Emmerson Mnangagwa may well go down as the worst president Zimbabwe has ever had. Become part of my Patreon community. You'll get to vote on new ideas, chat with me directly, and help shape the future of my work. Join here: patreon.com/thezeitgeist.